It was Seattle's premier theater in the 1960s, but by the 80s and 90s, the Cinerama was showing its age. Paul Allen, though, bought it, completely renovated it, and reopened it in 1999.
Let the experience begin.
A year later, he brought us Experience Music Project, now known as MoPop, or the Museum of Pop Culture. From there, Allen further supported the arts by funding KEXP, the Upstream Music Festival in Pioneer Square, and the Seattle Art Fair. There's also the Flying Heritage and Combat Armor Museum in Everett. It's 2 hangars full of a century's worth of warfare, all curated by Allen. And you cannot talk about Mr. Allen without bringing up the Seahawks, the team he saved and kept in his hometown of Seattle in 1997. We went to 12 playoffs, 3 Super Bowls, and of course 1 Super Bowl 48. Go Hawks, and thank you, Mr. Allen, for keeping our favorite team in town. All right.